Doug Ford was asked today about helping Toronto out of its financial hole. His answer? A hard no.
I didn't hear anything about driving efficiencies, driving standardization, focusing on lean practices. They can't just go there and think the taxpayer is going to constantly bail them out.
Toronto is arguably in a fiscal bind. Yes, it's not a new scenario, but this year there are added concerns. The city is staring at a shortfall of close to $1 billion while still recovering from the pandemic. Toronto officials are warning of cuts to services and state of good repair work if the federal and provincial governments don't offer financial aid. But those arguments aren't swaying the Premier, who just introduced the biggest spending budget in Ontario's history.
Guess what, folks? There's one pair of pants that money's coming from, and that is each and every one of us that are paying our taxes.
Ford and his finance minister maintain Toronto has had some help from the provincial coffers for supportive housing, which would help the homeless or those struggling with mental health or addictions.
Number one ask for Toronto. We're also supporting for them, and Toronto got $48 million of that.
But the opposition says it's not nearly enough.
The Ford Conservatives need to come up with funding to make our municipalities whole. And what is this going to mean for cities like Toronto? We see it right now, a decline in service.
A topic all the more urgent since 16-year-old Gabriel Magalhaes was brutally stabbed to death on the weekend in a random attack.
I've never seen anything like it before. All these tragedies happening, but it has to stop. And the way it stops and the way you pick up ridership is by making sure we have a safe transit system in Toronto. And the way we have a safe transit system is our Toronto police working with our transit police and boots on the ground.
But that will cost money. Just over 2 weeks ago, Toronto police stopped putting extra patrols on the TTC. It costs $1.5 million a month. In fact, any solution to the violence, whether it's police or more mental health workers, will come with a big price tag.